Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure.
El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This place is like a coliseum.
We're expecting an all-action slugfest. He misses with that straight left. That hook had to hurt. Two boxing experts going at it again. High technical skill, no doubt about it, but plenty of power too. In their first fight, both men dropped each other.
Lomachenko, they thought this guy could be a world champion in his second professional fight. They put him in for a world title. In his second professional fight, he lost. But he only lost because of lack of professional experience. From then, he's gone from strength to strength. Linares, this guy is so slick. This guy's had it all. This is why the first fight between these two was technical brilliance. Lomachenko was too smart, too sharp, had everything going for him, and he showed his skill. And that's why this fight, in the 10th round, he had the job done. I think these two fighters will again put on an amazing performance. I think it's one of those fights again that you cannot put your house on. I think it's one of those fights where you will see and learn so much about the true art of boxing.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
That jab misses. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They blocked the left there. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope that...
on to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment, halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Lomachenko is buzzed. And apparently no. Hold that thought. Uh-oh. Lomachenko just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and getting. Hold that thought. Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko in trouble. Talk about Linares in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
And he scores with the counter. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Counter punch right up the middle. He misses with that straight left. It's all offense all the time. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Can't land the jab there. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your boxing back together. Listen.
I love that. I love that. That chap's slick. I don't want...
On your jab and breathe on your step.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Insane action! Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He is down big time on the score. There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and put them skimming. Go for speed.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that right jab just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A perfect counter lands. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. It's all offense all the time. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This fight has a real good flow to it. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. And a round that seemed like... Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. They got out of the way of that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hold that thought! Lomachenko in trouble. How did they not hold that thought? Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Lomachenko on the canvas. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
That's lights out right there.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. Here comes the 10th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Lomachenko is buzzed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round, so...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. The Venezuelan is rocked.
Take the count. Lay your head clear.
Has somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That hook was off target. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to...
And there's the bell for round 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Lomachenko in trouble. Down goes Lomachenko. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.